Welcome to Secret Scrolls, unlocking the universe's ancient mysteries.
Welcome to Secret Scrolls, where ancient wisdom meets modern understanding. Today, we're diving deep into the 7 Hermetic Laws, principles derived from Hermetic Philosophy, often attributed to the legendary Hermes Trismegistus. These laws are said to govern the universe and everything within it. By understanding and applying them, you can unlock the mysteries of existence and align yourself with the flow of life. At the heart of Hermetic teachings lies the principle of mentalism, which reveals that everything in existence originates from the mind. The universe itself is not merely a collection of physical matter, but a mental construct, deeply influenced by thought and consciousness. This principle underscores the profound power of the mind, showing that thoughts are not trivial or fleeting. Rather, they are the architects of reality. Every action, invention, or transformation begins with a single thought. Whether it's the creation of a business, the cultivation of meaningful relationships, or the pursuit of a lifelong dream, the mind is the starting point. What you think consistently forms the blueprint for your experiences. Thoughts shape not only individual realities but also the collective experiences of humanity, revealing that the universe itself is a manifestation of a greater consciousness. The principle of mentalism emphasizes the power of manifestation. Concentrated thoughts, when coupled with unwavering belief, have the ability to bring ideas into physical existence. For example, focusing on positivity and maintaining a clear vision of your goals increases the likelihood of achieving favorable outcomes. This isn't simply about wishful thinking, it's about aligning mental energy with intention, creating a powerful force that influences reality. Your mind serves as the lens through which you perceive the world. Everything you experience is filtered through your thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions. This means that altering your thoughts can fundamentally change your experience of life. If you perceive a situation as a challenge, it becomes an obstacle. But if you view it as an opportunity for growth, it transforms into a stepping stone for personal development. The external world reflects the internal mind, highlighting the connection between thought and experience. To harness the power of the principle of mentalism, mindfulness and meditation are essential practices. Mindfulness helps you become more aware of your thoughts, allowing you to identify and redirect negative or unproductive patterns. When you catch yourself in a cycle of doubt or fear, mindfulness offers the clarity needed to shift your focus towards constructive and empowering thoughts. Meditation complements this by quieting the mind, sharpening focus, and creating alignment between your thoughts and your goals. In this state of mental clarity, you can cultivate the intentions that shape your reality. Visualization and affirmations are additional tools for applying this principle. Creating a vision board, for example, can make your aspirations feel more tangible and achievable. By assembling images, words, and symbols that represent your goals, you provide your mind with a clear picture of what you want to manifest. This visual reinforcement strengthens your intentions and keeps your focus aligned with your desired outcomes. Similarly, repeating positive affirmations can reprogram your subconscious mind. The subconscious plays a critical role in shaping your beliefs and actions, and by feeding it positive, intentional messages, you align it with your conscious goals. For instance, affirmations such as, "I am capable of achieving my dreams," or "I am worthy of success," can replace self-doubt with confidence, creating a mindset conducive to success. Over time, these affirmations not only influence your thoughts, but also inspire actions that bring your aspirations closer to reality. While thoughts are undeniably powerful, they must be paired with deliberate action to reach their full potential. Action-oriented thinking bridges the gap between mental intention and physical manifestation. Setting small, achievable tasks that align with your larger vision creates momentum. Each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal, reinforcing the connection between thought and reality. For instance, if your goal is to start a business, visualizing success is important, but taking tangible steps like researching the market, creating a business plan, or networking with like-minded individuals turns your vision into a reality. Reflecting on your own experiences can provide clear examples of the principle of mentalism in action. Think back to a time when you set your mind on achieving something significant, a goal that required focus and determination. Perhaps it was passing an important exam, securing a job you desired, or completing a challenging project. When you directed your energy and attention toward that goal, visualizing success and taking consistent steps to achieve it, the outcome likely matched your intentions. This demonstrates how the mind's focus and determination can shape the reality you desire. The principle of mentalism invites you to recognize the immense power within your thoughts. Instead of allowing your mind to wander aimlessly or dwell on negativity, this principle challenges you to take conscious control. By directing your thoughts with intention and clarity, you can take charge of your life's trajectory. It's not about denying reality or ignoring challenges, but about recognizing your role as the creator of your experiences. Consider the ripple effects of your thoughts. Positive, focused thinking doesn't just benefit your personal goals. It influences how you interact with the world and the energy you contribute to it. When you cultivate a mindset of positivity, determination, and gratitude, it impacts your actions, relationships, and opportunities. This ripple effect extends outward, creating a reality that aligns with your inner intentions. The principle of mentalism also encourages self-reflection. By observing your current circumstances, you can trace them back to your dominant thoughts and beliefs. If you find yourself in a situation you'd like to change, start by examining the mental patterns that may have contributed to it. This is not about assigning blame, but about understanding the power of your thoughts and using that understanding to make deliberate changes. Transformation begins in the mind. By shifting your focus from fear to possibility, from limitation to potential, you unlock new opportunities. This principle reminds us that we are not passive participants in life, but active creators. Whether your goal is personal growth, professional success, or deeper relationships, the process begins with your thoughts. They are the seeds from which all creation stems. The principle of mentalism is not just a philosophical concept. It is a practical guide for living a fulfilling and purposeful life. It reminds us that we are connected to the greater universe through our consciousness, and that connection gives us the power to shape our reality. By embracing this principle, you can move through life with greater intention, confidence, and clarity, knowing that the power to create lies within you. The universe is mental, and the mind is the key to unlocking its infinite possibilities. The principle of correspondence is a foundational Hermetic teaching that reveals the profound interconnectedness of all things in the universe. It suggests that the same universal laws and patterns operate consistently across all scales of existence, creating a harmonious symmetry between the vast cosmos, the macrocosm, and the intricate workings of individual life, the microcosm. This principle asserts that understanding one level of reality provides invaluable insights into others, illuminating the interconnected web of existence where every thread reflects the whole. The idea of correspondence invites us to see the universe not as a random collection of unrelated parts, but as an intricately connected system governed by universal truths. This principle transcends physical observations, extending into emotional, spiritual, and intellectual realms. It bridges the divide between the seen and unseen, offering a framework for understanding the interconnectedness of life and its patterns. Fractals of existence. The universe is structured in a way that allows the same principles to govern both the grand and the minute. This fractal nature is evident in countless examples. The spiraling arms of galaxies bear a striking resemblance to the patterns found in seashells and the double helix of DNA. This symmetry showcases how existence is inherently interconnected, with each component reflecting the larger system it belongs to. These fractal patterns aren't limited to physical forms. They extend to behaviors, relationships, and even the evolution of societies. Just as the rhythm of a heartbeat sustains an individual, the pulse of cultural or technological revolutions sustains human civilization. The principle of correspondence reminds us that every microcosm is a reflection of the macrocosm, and understanding one helps us grasp the other. Understanding through parallels. The principle of correspondence allows us to draw meaningful parallels between seemingly unrelated aspects of reality. By studying one domain, we can gain profound insights into others. For instance, the cycles of nature, such as the changing seasons, offer wisdom about the emotional rhythms of human life. Spring symbolizes renewal and the birth of new ideas. Summer reflects growth and vitality. Autumn represents reflection and release, and winter corresponds to rest and introspection. These parallels teach us that our lives, like nature, move through recurring cycles, each with its unique purpose. Similarly, introspection into personal experiences often uncovers universal truths. By examining one's emotional struggles, for example, one might gain a deeper understanding of collective human challenges, such as the universal desire for connection, love, or purpose. Through this lens, the personal becomes universal, and the universal becomes personal, forming an intricate dance of understanding across dimensions. Universal reflection. A central idea of the principle of correspondence is that the external world often mirrors our internal state. Just as a calm lake reflects its surrounding landscape, our outer reality reflects our inner thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. If someone perceives the world as hostile, it often stems from internal fears or unresolved emotions. Conversely, when one cultivates inner peace and gratitude, the external world seems more harmonious and supportive. This principle empowers us to look inward when faced with external challenges. For instance, recurring obstacles in relationships or work might signal unresolved personal patterns or beliefs. By examining and addressing these internal dynamics, we can create shifts in our external circumstances, transforming them from challenges to opportunities for growth. One of the most compelling examples of correspondence is the similarity between an atom and the solar system. In an atom, electrons orbit a central nucleus, just as planets orbit the sun in a solar system. Despite the staggering difference in scale, the structural principles remain remarkably consistent. This reflects the interconnectedness of the macrocosmic and microcosmic worlds, showing that the same universal laws govern both the infinite and the infinitesimal. Understanding these patterns allows us to unlock the mysteries of both realms, revealing the unity of existence, human anatomy, and nature. The human body offers another vivid example of correspondence with nature. The circulatory system, which distributes nutrients and oxygen throughout the body, mirrors Earth's rivers and streams that sustain ecosystems. Similarly, the respiratory system's branching structure resembles tree roots and branches, both of which facilitate the exchange of essential elements for life. These reflections highlight the harmonious relationship between biological and natural systems, governed by the same universal patterns. Emotional cycles and natural seasons. Our emotions often mirror the cycles found in nature. Spring, with its themes of renewal and growth, parallels feelings of inspiration and fresh beginnings. Summer, a time of abundance, reflects joy and productivity. Autumn, which symbolizes harvest and release, corresponds to times of reflection and letting go. Winter, a phase of rest and introspection, aligns with moments of stillness and recovery. Recognizing these natural cycles helps us navigate emotional highs and lows with greater ease. embracing them as essential aspects of the human experience, the mind and the universe. The principle of correspondence extends to the relationship between the mind and the universe. Just as the universe operates through patterns of creation, sustenance, and transformation, so do our thoughts. An idea begins as a spark of creation, grows through focus and attention, and transforms into action. This parallel reinforces the concept that the external universe reflects the internal processes of the mind, offering a profound sense of unity between our inner and outer worlds. One way to apply this principle is by observing recurring themes in your life. Do you face similar challenges, relationships, or outcomes repeatedly? These patterns often point to unresolved lessons or beliefs. For instance, repeated financial difficulties might indicate deep-seated fears or limiting beliefs about abundance. By identifying and addressing these patterns, you can break free from negative cycles and create more positive experiences. Use self-reflection for problem-solving. When confronted with external challenges, turn inward. Often, external conflicts mirror internal struggles. For example, tension in a relationship might reflect unresolved fears, unmet needs, or emotional wounds within yourself. By addressing these internal issues, you can transform the external situation, fostering resolution and harmony. Align with natural rhythms. Synchronizing your actions with nature's rhythms can enhance your well-being and productivity. Use spring's energy to initiate new projects, summer's abundance to nurture and expand your efforts, autumn's reflective mood to let go of unproductive habits, and winter's stillness to rest and recharge. Aligning with these natural cycles prevents burnout and allows you to flow effortlessly with life. Embrace holistic thinking. The principle of correspondence encourages holistic thinking. If a solution isn't evident on one level, examine it from another perspective. For instance, persistent physical ailments might have emotional or mental roots. By addressing the issue from multiple dimensions, you can uncover deeper insights and solutions that might otherwise remain hidden. Examples of correspondence: the human body and planetary systems. The human body's nervous system resembles neural networks in computer systems and electrical grids on a planetary scale. These systems share a common purpose, facilitating communication and energy flow. Such parallels suggest that advancements in one field, like biology, can inspire breakthroughs in another, like technology, demonstrating the interconnectedness of all systems. The principle is evident in how our internal state shapes our perception of the external world. A stormy day might seem refreshing to someone feeling calm, but oppressive to someone experiencing inner turmoil. This dynamic highlights the reciprocal relationship between inner and outer realities, empowering us to transform our external experiences by shifting our internal perspective. The economy and personal energy. Economic cycles of growth and recession mirror the ebb and flow of personal energy. Just as economies require periods of rest to recover and rebuild, individuals need downtime to recharge and maintain productivity. Recognizing this correspondence reinforces the importance of balancing activity and rest in both personal and collective contexts. The wisdom of reflection. The principle of correspondence invites us to view the universe as a mirror. External circumstances reflect internal realities, encouraging self-awareness and growth. For example, resistance in achieving a goal might indicate internal doubts or misalignment. By addressing these inner barriers, you can more effectively resolve external challenges. Deepening awareness through correspondence. Journaling document observations about your inner and outer worlds. Reflect on how they align and influence each other. This practice can reveal recurring patterns and provide clarity about your life's direction. Meditation. Meditation connects you with your inner self, helping you observe how your thoughts and emotions shape your external experiences. It fosters greater awareness of the interplay between internal and external realities. Study nature. Spending time in nature offers profound lessons about correspondence. Observe growth, decay, and renewal in the natural world, and consider how these cycles relate to your own life. Broaden your perspective. Exploring diverse fields like science, art, and philosophy uncovers universal patterns and fosters a holistic understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. The principle of correspondence is a profound guide to understanding the unity of existence. By embracing its teachings, we align with universal truths, deepen our awareness, and create harmony between our inner and outer worlds. This principle reveals that everything in the universe, from the tiniest particle to the vastest celestial body, is in constant motion, vibrating at its unique frequency. Even objects that seem solid are composed of atoms and molecules vibrating at speeds imperceptible to the human eye. At its core, the principle emphasizes that vibration is the essence of existence. Our emotions, thoughts, and actions each carry specific frequencies, influencing not only our internal state but also the reality we attract. Positive emotions like love, gratitude, and joy resonate at higher frequencies, creating an uplifting energy that enhances our experiences. On the other hand, negative states such as fear, anger, and resentment vibrate at lower frequencies, potentially attracting undesired outcomes and disharmony. Understanding this, we can harness the power of vibration to shape our lives intentionally. By aligning our own vibrations with the energy of what we desire, whether it's love, success, or peace, we set a powerful force into motion. This alignment isn't just wishful thinking. It's about embodying the feeling and energy of already having what you seek. Practical ways to elevate your vibration include immersing yourself in high-energy environments. Spending time in nature, for instance, can ground you and restore a sense of calm and clarity, while listening to uplifting music or engaging in creative activities can elevate your mood. Similarly, practices like sound healing, chanting, or repeating positive affirmations help fine-tune your inner frequency, clearing blocks and allowing positive energy to flow more freely. The principle of vibration invites us to become mindful of the energy we emit and consume. It's a reminder that we have the power to shift our reality by consciously choosing higher vibrations, transforming not only our personal lives but also the world around us. The principle of polarity is a profound concept that reveals the duality inherent in every aspect of existence. It teaches us that opposites are not isolated forces, but are interconnected and form a continuum. This principle applies to all things, whether physical, emotional, or metaphysical, and serves as a guide to understanding the nature of life itself. Love and hate, light and dark, hot and cold, these pairs of opposites are merely different expressions of the same essence, varying only by degree. By understanding polarity, we gain insight into the interconnectedness of seemingly opposing forces. For instance, love and hate, while appearing to be contradictory, are deeply connected. They exist on the same emotional spectrum, and the intensity of one can sometimes transform into the other. Similarly, light and dark are not two separate entities, but two aspects of illumination. Without darkness, the concept of light would not hold meaning, and vice versa. Polarity also highlights the necessity of contrast in our lives. The existence of opposites provides the balance required for growth and comprehension. Consider the experience of joy. Its depth is often amplified by having known sorrow. Without sadness, we wouldn't fully understand or appreciate happiness. This interplay between opposites allows us to navigate life's complexities with a deeper awareness and sense of gratitude. A key lesson from this principle is that transformation is possible because opposites are inherently interconnected. Fear, for example, is not the antithesis of courage, but its birthplace. In moments of fear, the opportunity for courage arises. Courage cannot exist without the presence of fear to overcome. Similarly, sadness does not negate happiness. Instead, it creates the space for happiness to emerge more profoundly. Challenges, too, can serve as the foundation for growth and success. What seems like failure at one end of the spectrum may simply be a necessary step toward triumph on the other. This perspective enables us to approach life's difficulties with resilience. When you recognize that a setback exists on a continuum, it becomes easier to see it as a temporary position rather than a permanent state. For example, a professional failure might feel devastating in the moment, but it could later prove to be the catalyst for significant personal and professional development. By viewing challenges through the lens of polarity, you can reframe them as opportunities for learning and growth, rather than insurmountable obstacles. Practical application of the principle of polarity begins with embracing contrast in your life. Instead of resisting difficulties or uncomfortable situations, view them as valuable teachers. Challenges, though often painful, provide the experiences necessary for growth. Just as a sculptor chisels away stone to reveal a masterpiece, life uses challenges to shape us into our fullest potential. The key is to recognize the lesson within the contrast and allow it to guide you toward greater self-awareness and understanding. One way to embody this principle is through gratitude. When you cultivate an attitude of gratitude, you begin to appreciate not only the highs, but also the lows in life. Gratitude allows you to see the value in difficulties and hardships, understanding that they are an integral part of your journey. For instance, the warmth of a fire feels most comforting on a cold winter day. Without the contrast of cold, the heat would not be as meaningful. Similarly, moments of struggle and adversity make triumphs all the more rewarding. Another application involves shifting your mindset. When faced with a challenge, ask yourself what the opposite end of the spectrum looks like. For example, if you are experiencing fear, imagine the courage required to overcome it. If you feel overwhelmed by sadness, consider the possibility of joy waiting on the other side. This mental exercise helps you focus on potential solutions and transformations rather than remaining stuck in negativity. The principle of polarity also encourages us to examine our relationships. Often conflicts arise because we perceive others as being on the opposite side of an issue. However, recognizing that we are all part of the same continuum can foster empathy and understanding. Instead of seeing disagreements as irreconcilable differences, view them as opportunities to find common ground. This shift in perspective can lead to healthier and more harmonious connections with others. Incorporating the principle into your daily life might involve practices such as journaling or meditation. Reflecting on the dualities in your experiences can help you identify areas where balance is needed. For instance, if you notice that you are overly focused on work, consider how you can integrate more leisure and rest into your routine. Similarly, if you tend to dwell on negative emotions, practice activities that elevate your mood, such as gratitude journaling or spending time with loved ones. Polarity is also evident in the natural world. The cycles of day and night, the changing seasons, and the ebb and flow of tides all illustrate the balance of opposites. These natural rhythms remind us that life is a constant interplay of contrasting forces, each essential to the whole. By observing nature, we can find inspiration to embrace polarity in our own lives. At a deeper level, the principle of polarity invites us to see unity in duality. It challenges the notion that opposites are separate or conflicting. Instead, it reveals that they are interconnected parts of a greater whole. This understanding can bring a sense of peace and harmony as it dissolves the illusion of division and helps us recognize the oneness underlying all things. Ultimately, the principle of polarity is a tool for personal transformation and growth. By embracing this universal truth, we can navigate life's challenges with greater ease, find meaning in adversity, and cultivate a deeper appreciation for the full spectrum of human experience. It is a reminder that everything we encounter, whether positive or negative, has value and purpose. Through polarity, we learn to see life as a dynamic interplay of forces, each complementing the other to create a balanced and harmonious existence. By understanding and applying this principle, we unlock the potential for profound growth, resilience, and inner peace, transforming not only our own lives but also the world around us. The principle of rhythm. The principle of rhythm teaches us that all aspects of life operate in cycles. Just as the tides of the ocean ebb and flow, so too does everything in existence move in a rhythmic pattern. This principle reminds us that life is not static but dynamic, constantly shifting between periods of growth and rest, abundance and scarcity, highs and lows. Understanding and embracing this natural rhythm can bring us a sense of peace and harmony, allowing us to navigate life's changes with grace and resilience. At its core, rhythm is an inherent law of the universe. We see it in the rising and setting of the sun, the phases of the moon, the changing seasons, and the cycles of birth, growth, death, and renewal. These patterns are not random but purposeful, offering structure and meaning to the flow of life. For instance, spring symbolizes new beginnings and growth. Summer represents vitality and abundance. Autumn brings reflection and preparation, and winter encourages rest and introspection. These cycles mirror the rhythms we experience in our personal lives, where moments of progress and energy are balanced by periods of rest and recovery. One of the key takeaways from this principle is the importance of accepting the natural cycles of life. Just as the ocean's tides are beyond our control, so too are the rhythms of existence. Trying to resist these natural flows often leads to frustration and suffering. For example, during times of difficulty or stagnation, we may feel tempted to push against the current, trying to force change or progress. However, this resistance only creates unnecessary tension. By accepting that low phases are temporary and part of a larger cycle, we can find peace even in challenging times. Embracing life's rhythm involves learning to flow with the current rather than fighting against it. When you align yourself with these natural cycles, you begin to understand that every phase serves a purpose. Low-energy periods, for example, are not failures, but opportunities for rest, renewal, and reflection. They allow us to recharge and prepare for the next phase of growth and productivity. Similarly, high-energy phases are moments to maximize our potential, take bold actions, and achieve our goals. Recognizing and honoring these cycles enables us to make the most of every phase, whether it's one of expansion or retreat. To apply this principle practically, start by observing the rhythms in your own life. Pay attention to the times when you feel energetic and inspired versus moments when you feel the need to slow down and rest. For instance, some people naturally feel more productive in the morning, while others thrive in the evening. Similarly, there may be certain months or seasons when you feel particularly motivated or creative. Understanding your personal rhythms can help you plan your activities more effectively, ensuring that you work with your natural energy flow rather than against it. When you find yourself in a low phase, remember that it's temporary. Just as winter eventually gives way to spring, periods of stagnation or hardship are not permanent. These times are an invitation to pause, reflect, and recharge. Rather than seeing them as setbacks, view them as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. For example, a career setback might feel discouraging in the moment, but but it could also provide the chance to reassess your goals, explore new paths, or develop new skills. By accepting the cyclical nature of life, you can navigate these periods with patience and resilience, knowing that better times are ahead. Conversely, during high-energy phases, use your momentum to achieve your goals and make meaningful progress. These are the times to take risks, pursue new opportunities, and push yourself beyond your comfort zone. Think of it as the summer of your personal cycle, a season of abundance, activity, and growth. By fully engaging with these periods, you can maximize your potential and set the stage for future success. An excellent way to connect with the principle of rhythm is by observing nature. The changing seasons offer a powerful metaphor for life's cycles. Winter, for example, might feel like a time of stagnation or dormancy, but it's also a period of rest and renewal. Beneath the surface, seeds are germinating, and the earth is preparing for the vibrant growth of spring. This cycle reminds us that rest is not wasted time, but an essential part of the process. Similarly, the blooming flowers of spring and the abundance of summer symbolize the rewards that come after a period of patience and preparation. Another example of rhythm in action is the ocean's tides. The ebb and flow of water are not random, but follow a predictable pattern. High tide brings abundance, while low tide reveals what lies beneath the surface, offering a chance to see things from a different perspective. This natural rhythm teaches us to appreciate both phases, recognizing that each has its value and purpose. The principle of rhythm also applies to our emotional and mental states. Just as we experience cycles in our physical energy, we also go through periods of emotional highs and lows. For example, moments of joy and excitement are often followed by periods of introspection or even melancholy. Rather than resisting these emotional shifts, embrace them as part of the human experience. Low moments can be opportunities for self-reflection, healing, and personal growth, while high moments remind us of the beauty and vibrancy of life. To cultivate a deeper understanding of this principle, consider incorporating mindfulness practices into your daily routine. Activities like meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature can help you tune into your own rhythms and the cycles of the world around you. By becoming more aware of these patterns, you can align yourself with the natural flow of life, finding balance and harmony in the process. Gratitude is another powerful tool for embracing rhythm. When you practice gratitude, you begin to see the value in every phase of life, even the challenging ones. For example, you might reflect on how a difficult period taught you important lessons or helped you develop resilience. Similarly, you can appreciate moments of abundance and joy, recognizing them as gifts to be cherished. Gratitude allows you to move through life's cycles with an open heart, finding meaning and purpose in every experience. The principle of rhythm ultimately teaches us that life is a dynamic and ever-changing journey. By accepting and embracing its cycles, we can navigate the ups and downs with greater ease and confidence. Whether we are in a phase of growth, rest, abundance, or challenge, every moment has its place and purpose. Through rhythm, we learn to appreciate the beauty of life's flow, trusting that every phase is leading us toward greater understanding, growth, and fulfillment. The principle of cause and effect is a universal law that governs every aspect of life, offering clarity and order in a seemingly chaotic world. It teaches us that nothing happens by chance, and that every action, thought, or decision we make sets off a chain reaction, influencing our reality and the world around us. This principle serves as the foundation for concepts like karma and personal accountability, reminding us that we are both the architects and beneficiaries of our actions. At its essence, this principle asserts that everything has a cause, and every cause produces an effect. It is a cyclical process where the actions we take today become the seeds of tomorrow's outcomes. For example, if you plant a seed and provide it with water, sunlight, and care, it will grow into a healthy plant. Conversely, neglecting it will likely result in the seed withering away. This simple example illustrates the profound truth of cause and effect in the natural world, which also applies to our personal and collective lives. One of the most important lessons of this principle is the idea of responsibility. As creators of our reality, we must take ownership of our choices and their consequences. Every decision, no matter how small, creates a ripple effect. For instance, a kind gesture can inspire gratitude and positivity in others, while a harsh word can lead to conflict or resentment. Recognizing this power can empower us to act with intention and mindfulness, knowing that our actions have the potential to shape not only our own lives, but also the lives of those around us. This principle also highlights the predictability of life's outcomes. By understanding the relationship between cause and effect, we can anticipate the results of our actions. For example, if you consistently invest time and effort into learning a new skill, you are likely to see improvement over time. On the other hand, neglecting your responsibilities or making impulsive decisions may lead to undesirable outcomes. This predictability allows us to make informed choices, setting the stage for success and growth. However, the principle does not suggest that every effect is immediate. Some causes take time to manifest their effects, requiring patience and persistence. For instance, cultivating a healthy lifestyle through regular exercise and balanced nutrition may not yield visible results overnight, but over time, it leads to improved physical and mental well-being. Similarly, the impact of negative actions may not be apparent immediately, but they can accumulate and lead to long-term consequences. This delayed cause and effect dynamic underscores the importance of consistency and foresight in our actions. Practical application of this principle begins with mindfulness. By becoming aware of the potential consequences of your actions, you can make choices that align with your goals and values. For instance, before making a decision, take a moment to consider its potential ripple effects. Will it contribute to your growth and well-being, or will it lead to regret or harm? This practice encourages thoughtful decision-making and reduces the likelihood of unintended consequences. Reflecting on past actions is another valuable way to apply this principle. By examining the causes behind your current circumstances, you can gain insight into the choices and patterns that have shaped your life. For example, if you find yourself in a challenging situation, ask yourself what actions or decisions may have contributed to it. This reflection is not about assigning blame, but about learning from the past to make better choices in the future. The principle also emphasizes the importance of accountability. When we take responsibility for our actions, we empower ourselves to create positive change. Blaming external circumstances or others for our problems may feel easier, but it denies us the opportunity to grow and improve. By acknowledging our role in creating our reality, we can take proactive steps to align our actions with our aspirations. In relationships, the principle of cause and effect can serve as a guide for fostering healthy and meaningful connections. For example, consistent acts of kindness, empathy, and support can nurture trust and strengthen bonds. Conversely, neglect, criticism, or dishonesty can erode relationships over time. By understanding the impact of our actions on others, we can cultivate relationships built on respect, love, and mutual understanding. The principle is also evident in larger systems, such as society and the environment. For example, deforestation, pollution, and overconsumption are causes that result in effects like climate change, loss of biodiversity, and resource scarcity. Conversely, sustainable practices, conservation efforts, and mindful consumption can lead to positive outcomes, such as environmental restoration and a healthier planet. Recognizing our collective responsibility as stewards of the earth encourages us to act in ways that benefit both current and future generations. On a personal level, the principle can be a source of motivation and hope. Knowing that your actions have the power to create change, you can take small, consistent steps toward your goals. Whether it's improving your health, pursuing a career, or building meaningful relationships, every positive action contributes to a larger outcome. For example, dedicating just a few minutes each day to a new skill or habit can lead to significant progress over time. It's also important to acknowledge that not all causes are within our control. External factors, such as societal systems or the actions of others, can influence our lives. However, even in situations where we cannot control the cause, we can choose how to respond. Our responses become new causes, shaping the trajectory of our experiences. This perspective reinforces the idea that we always have the power to influence our reality, even in the face of challenges. An example of this principle in action is seen in the idea of karma, which reflects the accumulation of our actions and their consequences over time. Whether you view karma as a spiritual belief or a metaphor for cause and effect, the concept reinforces the importance of acting with integrity and compassion. Every action you take creates an energetic imprint that influences your future experiences. By aligning your actions with kindness, honesty, and purpose, you create a ripple effect that contributes to a more positive and fulfilling life. The principle of cause and effect ultimately teaches us that life is a web of interconnected actions and outcomes. It reminds us of the power we hold to shape our reality through mindful choices and intentional actions. By understanding and applying this principle, we can navigate life with greater clarity, accountability, and purpose, creating a future that reflects our highest potential. The principle of gender is one of the most profound Hermetic laws, extending far beyond the physical concept of gender as we know it. It refers to the dynamic interplay of masculine and feminine energies that permeate every aspect of existence, from the physical and emotional to the spiritual and cosmic realms. These energies are not limited to biological distinctions, but represent universal forces that are essential for balance, harmony, and creation. At its core, the masculine energy is active, assertive, and giving, symbolizing qualities like action, logic, and drive. Feminine energy, on the other hand, is receptive, nurturing, and intuitive, representing qualities such as reflection, compassion, and emotional depth. Both of these energies exist within every individual, regardless of gender identity, and within all aspects of the universe. Understanding and balancing these energies is key to achieving harmony within oneself and in relationships, as well as in the broader context of life. This principle teaches that the union of masculine and feminine energies is the foundation of creation. Whether in the formation of life, the birth of ideas, or the manifestation of goals, both energies play a vital role. For example, the process of creating a work of art requires the feminine energy of inspiration and imagination, as well as the masculine energy of action and execution. Without the balance of these forces, the creative process would be incomplete. In nature, the interplay of masculine and feminine energies is evident everywhere. Consider a tree as an example. Its roots, representing the feminine energy, are grounded and receptive, drawing nutrients from the earth. The branches, symbolizing the masculine energy, extend upward toward the sun, actively reaching for light and growth. Together, these forces ensure the tree's survival and flourishing, illustrating how the balance of these energies is essential for life. In human experience, the principle encourages us to cultivate and honor both energies within ourselves. Masculine energy helps us take decisive action, assert ourselves, and pursue goals with focus and determination. Feminine energy, on the other hand, enables us to connect with our emotions, reflect, and intuitively navigate complex situations. Both energies are equally important, and imbalance can lead to challenges. For example, an overemphasis on masculine energy might result in burnout or aggression, while an over-reliance on feminine energy might lead to passivity or indecision. By cultivating both energies, we can create a sense of equilibrium and harness the strengths of each. This principle is also vital in relationships, where the balance between giving and receiving is essential for mutual growth and fulfillment. Masculine energy often takes the form of providing, protecting, and taking initiative, while feminine energy manifests as nurturing, supporting, and creating space for emotional connection. Both roles are equally valuable, and successful relationships rely on the fluid exchange of these energies. For instance, one partner may lead in taking action while the other provides emotional support, and these roles can shift depending on the situation. Recognizing and respecting the contributions of both energies fosters deeper connection and understanding. Practically applying the principle of gender involves a conscious effort to develop and balance these energies in your daily life. Start by identifying areas where you may lean too heavily on one energy at the expense of the other. For example, if you find yourself constantly pushing forward without pause, consider incorporating practices that nurture your feminine energy, such as meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature. These activities encourage reflection, intuition, and inner peace. Conversely, if you feel stuck or hesitant, engage your masculine energy by setting goals, taking bold action, or tackling challenges head-on. Another way to honor these principles is by embracing the concept of duality within yourself. Understand that you are not limited to a single mode of being, but are a dynamic blend of both masculine and feminine qualities. Celebrate your ability to adapt and draw on the energy that best serves the situation. For instance, in a professional setting, you might use masculine energy to lead a project with confidence while relying on feminine energy to empathize with team members and build collaboration. In relationships, applying this principle means valuing both giving and receiving. Many people struggle with one side of this equation. Some may find it difficult to give, while others may resist receiving. Recognizing that both roles are integral to healthy relationships can help you strike a balance. For example, if you tend to give constantly without accepting help or support, practice opening yourself to the nurturing energy of others. Conversely, if you rely heavily on others for emotional or material support, consider ways to activate your own assertive, giving energy. The principle of gender also invites us to reflect on societal constructs and how they shape our understanding of these energies. In many cultures, masculine qualities like strength and assertiveness are often emphasized, while feminine qualities like compassion and intuition may be undervalued. By challenging these stereotypes and embracing the full spectrum of energies within ourselves and others, we can create more inclusive and harmonious communities. On a spiritual level, the principle of gender represents the unity of opposites, a theme that resonates throughout many philosophical and mystical traditions. In Hermeticism, the union of masculine and feminine energies symbolizes the alchemical process of transformation, where the integration of dual forces leads to enlightenment and higher consciousness. This idea is echoed in concepts like yin and yang in Taoism, or the Shiva and Shakti energies in Hinduism, all of which highlight the interdependence and harmony of opposites. By integrating the principle of gender into your life, you can align with universal truths and enhance your awareness of the dynamic interplay of energies within and around you. This alignment not only brings balance and harmony, but also unlocks your creative potential, allowing you to manifest your goals and aspirations with greater clarity and purpose. Ultimately, the principle of gender reminds us that life is a dance between giving and receiving, action and reflection, logic and intuition. By cultivating both masculine and feminine energies within ourselves and honoring their presence in others, we create a more balanced and harmonious existence. This principle is a testament to the richness of life's dualities, inviting us to embrace our wholeness and recognize the creative power that lies in the unity of opposites. Which Hermetic law resonates with you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Secret Scrolls for more enlightening content. Together, let's uncover the secrets of the universe